Hello everyone, I am Professor Deepika Birari and I am here to conduct the lab assignments of Data Structure and Algorithms Laboratory. So previously we have completed the lab assignments from the group A. The two assignments were compulsory from the group A, so we have completed in the previous session. Now today we are going to cover the assignments from the group B. So total 3 assignments we have to cover as per the SPPU syllabus. So let's see the syllabus first. And here is our data structure syllabus, and according to that we have to complete the 3 assignments from the group B, right? So from this 3 assignment we are having the different option from 5 to 12. From this 5 to 12 we have to select any 3 assignments. So let's go with the first assignment given, that is nothing but assignment number 5 and the first assignment from the group B. So we are going to cover this assignment. The title is the book consists of chapters. The chapters consist of the sections and the section consists of subsections. So we have to form such a tree that we can say the index of our book or whatever. So we have to follow such a structure, and here we need to construct a tree and we have to print the nodes. So let's start with this assignment. So here is this assignment, that is 5th assignment we can say from the group B, and we have to execute this assignment. But for the purpose of understanding, I have already taken the printout of this assignment, and I am going to explain by this because I have already put some comments on it. Some writing materials is available on these pages so that you can easily understand the concept. So for that purpose I am going to use this. Okay, so we are going to understand this assignment. Now this is what the title, the assignment is from the group B, assignment number 1 from the group B, but actual number of this assignment is 5 from that whole DSA syllabus. Now as you all of you know that we have to implement this assignment in the C++. So we have whenever we are writing any program, we are including some header files, right? So here we have included some header files that will be required for this execution of the program. Now with that we have also using a structure. Why we are using the structure? So that we can have the different data types that can be a combined having the different data types like characters or integers or node data type, and we can combine this different data type by using this struct. Okay, so whenever we are talking about the tree, so generally we are implementing the tree by using the linked list that you all know, and in this linked list we are going to form one node. Means every node is going to be show the value, with that it will show the next node with the pointer field. Okay, so here in this program we are using the two field. The one is the next pointer and one more field we are going to use, that is nothing but the down pointer. Okay, so as we are moving from book name towards the chapter, after the chapters we are moving toward the section, after the sections we are going toward the subsection, right? So the down pointer will be required for this purpose, and the next pointer is for the next chapter or the next sections or next subsection likewise. So the 2 pointers we are maintaining. Character name array we have taken of the size 20. In that we are going to store the name of for example chapter, the name of section, the name of subsection, right? So almost 20 characters we can store over there. So for that purpose we have taken the name, and one more variable we have taken, that is called as a flag variable. Why we have taken the flag variable? Just to show whether that node is having the chapter, whether that chapter node is having the section, whether that section node is having the subsection. So to understand this concept, whether it is having any subsection is created under that section or section is created under that chapter, for that concept we are going to use the flag variable. So definitely it will have the value like 1 and 0, and that's why we have taken it as an integer flag. Okay, so this is what the structure node that we have defined over here. Again we have defined one class. The class name is GLL. Here we have defined the class GLL. Now in that class we have declared some variable, and we have also declared some function. So let's see what are the different variables and the functions we are having. So the character we have taken one ch as a array of size 20, which is of the type of character. We have taken some variables n and I that is going to be required in the whole program. Then we have again created one head node of the struct type node, and with that head node initially we are pointing them as a null. Again we have created one temporary node that will be required throughout this program, that initially we have declared as a null. Again some pointers we have created like t1, t2, that will be again required for the further execution and the operations. So all of this declared pointers we have initialized to the null first. Now some public method we have, some public functions we have mentioned over here, like whatever the operations we have to perform on that tree of the book, that operations we have mentioned over here, like node create. So this function is having their type as a node pointer, which is nothing but this struct type node pointer. Okay, so this node pointer create method to create any of the node. Then we are using the void insert. This void insert B, meaning is we need to insert the book node. Whatever the name of book, we have to insert that node. So for that we have created one method, that is insert B. B stands for the book, and the return type of this method is void, means it is not going to return anything. Next is void insert C. So this C stands for the chapter. Whenever we want to insert the chapter node, we are using this insert C. And the next is insert S, that will going to be insert a section under the particular chapter. Again its return type is void. Then insert SS. This SS is stands for the subsection. So to insert the subsection under any of the section, we are going to use this method. Again its return type is void. And the last is nothing but whenever we want to display that my whole book with the chapter, sections and the subsection, so we are going to use the display book. That is nothing but we are going to display whole tree. And these are some functions that we are going to execute, that we are going to we have declared this function in this class. So this is the member function of the class GLL. Now we have to see the definition of this function. But before going toward the definition, as you all of you know, whenever we are running the program, it always starts from the main. So execution starts from the main. So initially we will go towards the main, and then we will complete this function definition. Okay, so where is the main function? Let's move toward the main function. It's quite big. So here is the main function. So let's see whatever the things are given in the main function. So initially, whenever we are running our program, it is directly jump towards the main function. We are executing the program from the main, right? So the control will goes towards the main function first. Whatever the type we have mentioned for that main function, it can be void, character, integer, etc. So here we have mentioned the integer main. So definitely it is going to be written something at the end of the main. So here you can see it is returning 0 at the end, right? Now here we have created the object of the class GLL. So initially we have defined the class GLL, that we have already seen that class GLL. Now we have created the object G of that class, because to access the member of the class, so that we can access the member of the class, like the member function, member variable, whatever it may be. Again, we have declared one variable x. That x we have declared to take the choice from the user, that which operation they are going to perform, right? So while one, we have to execute this different choices. So what this is what the choice list that will be get displayed to the user, so that they can select the choice. So the first is that insert book is the first choice. Second, you want to insert the chapter under that book. Then next one is the to insert the section, then to insert the subsection, and then we have to finally display that book, right? So these are some that choices are given to the user, and whatever the choice will be given by that user, we are taking them in the x variable. Okay, so here in the x variable, that choice will get accept. So we are passing that choice to the switch cases, that you all of you know that by this switch cases we can directly jump to that particular function which is selected by the user. So the case 1 stands for the insert book. So definitely in the case 1 we are going to call the function insert b, that b stands for the book, right? So how we are going to call the function? By using the object of that class. Which class? GLL class, because we have declared that insert function, insert b function in the GLL class. So it is the member of GLL class. So how to access the member of any class? By creating its object. So we have created the object g, and by g dot insert b, by this way we are going to access the member function of the class GLL. Okay, now this function we are calling to insert the book name. Same way, if the choice is given by the user is as 2, then we have to call the insert chapter name function. So for that purpose we are going to call the function insert c. If we are going to call the section, then we are going to say the function insert s. For the subsection we are going to use the insert ss. For display function we are going to call the display book function, right? And every case we are breaking them by using the break keyword, so that directly the main menu again will get displayed to the user. So that's why we are breaking the execution. If we are not putting the break, then after case 1 it is going to be execute the next case, right? Likewise, so we need to break. Break means after the break it is going to show the same choices that we have earlier displayed to the user, right? Now, so in this way we have seen whatever the main function, it is not a big task given in the main function only. We are using the switch cases, we are displaying the menu to the user, and from that menu we are taking the different functions and we are calling them according to the choices, right? So this much things only given in this main function. So whenever choice is given, and for example the user is going to be call the function insert b, now the control will go toward the insert b. But before that, whenever you are struck with the comments like or we can say the commands like cout, cin, so it is going to be checked whether the header file required for this out and in function is available or not. Then our control will go towards the header files. So here it will check for the header files are available. Yes, IO streams where input output stream header files are available. So now it is going to be compile the program by using the structures and the classes that we have already mentioned. Now let's see the definition of the different functions that we have already put in the class GLL. Now as I want to define this create function outside of that class, what I am saying, as I want to define the function, means I am writing the definition of the function outside the class. So for that purpose we need to use the scope resolution operator with the name of the class. As we have declared the create, insert b, insert c, insert s, insert ss and the display b function, we have declared this function within the class, but we are writing that definition outside of the class. So for that purpose we are using the scope resolution operator. So that scope resolution operator will allow us to write down the definition of any particular member function outside of that class, right? So which class? GLL. So I am mentioning as our create is the function of a type node pointer. right? Its return type is node pointer, so I have to mention the class GLL is of the type of node pointer with the scope resolution operator, and here we are writing the create function. We are not passing any kind of parameter over here. Okay, so directly we'll create the function here, create the particular node here. So what the thing required whenever we are creating any node? So if we know about everything about the linked list, so we can easily say that for creating the node, what we are doing? We are calling the new function. In the linked list, for creating any new node, we are calling the new function here, right? So we are calling this new function here to create a new node. So we are giving the name to that new node as a P, that is the type of node pointer, and that will be created as a structure node, means how many field will be there according to the defined struct. It will have the name, its next field, down field and the flag field. So these are the 4 field will be there for every node, right? So for example, if we have created this node, right, node P, so these are the 4 fields that we will have the name of that node, then its next pointer, its down pointer and its flag. So we are mentioning the next pointer initially, that as it is the new node, it is not assigned to the any of the node, or it is not the next node of the any node, no, not the down node of any node. So that's why initially for any new node we are keeping their next and down pointer as a null. So you can see that the next pointer is set to the null, down pointer is also set to the null. With that we are mentioning its flag value to the 0, because we have not assigned any chapter or the section or the subsection under that node, and only we are assigning the name to that node, right? So entering the name, and whatever the name is entered by the user, that name will get assigned to this field, and such a node will be get written by this create function. Such a node will get written by the create function. So every time we are inserting any node, so it will call the create function, and then that node will get assigned over there. So this is what returning our created node by using the return P. So P is the node that we have created, right? So initially its structure is like this. Actually the flag should also include over there, but to avoid the confusion, I am not included the flag also, but there are total 4 fields including the flag, okay? But I have write down the flag outside to avoid some confusion, right? Now next is insert B. So how to insert the book over there? So initially we are starting the node with the book name. So how we are creating the book node? Again we are using the scope resolution operator to access the member function of the class JLL, and the return type of this function is already declared as a void. So that's why we are taking the return type of this as a void GLL scope resolution operator, and we are define the function insert B, right? B stands for the book, to insert the book name. So initially we'll check whether any node is available over there, because the book name will be single, and under that book we are going to create the multiple chapters, multiple section and the multiple subsection, right? So if your head node, that will be remains a book node, or we can say the root node or a head node will be our book node, right? The head node will be a book node, because we are not taking the number of books, we are only taking the single book, and for the single book we are creating the index. So only one book name will be there, and for that book name will be a head, or we can say the root. So we'll check whether any previous head is available over there. If the previous head is available, then we cannot insert the book, another book over there, right? So we'll check if head is equal to null, means no head is created, no such node is created, no such a book is created, and that's why here we can create that node. Whatever the node we are calling, that is book name, for example DSA. If we are creating the book as a DSA, so its node will get created by that create function we have seen previously, and we are calling them as a T1. So my T1 is what? My head node. So we have created the node T1 and I am saying that T1 node is my head node because it is the root node. It is the head node of this whole book concept, right? So create the node T1 and make it as a head node. So we have created it as a head node. Here you can see that the T1 is assigned to the head node. When this is possible? If the head node is initially null. For example, if there is already the head node present with the another name, for example OP, okay. So if book name is already present like OP or any head node is created for any book name, then we can say that the book is already exist. So that's why we cannot create that book, and here we have to close our function by declaring if the head is null, then only we can insert the book. If head is not null, means root is having some value, so we cannot create the book name. So we have to say that book is already exist, so we cannot insert any book, right? Now next function is if book is created, for example with the name of DSA. Now what is the next thing? Now we need to insert the chapters under the book. So what can be the chapters? Like in the DSA we are having the unit hashing, then we are having the chapter trees, graphs likewise, right? File operation, file organization, etc. So under this insert node, by using this insert chapter, we are going to insert the chapters under the head node, or we can say under the book name, right? So initially we will check if the book is present, then only we can insert the chapter. If book is not present, then we will say there is no book, so we cannot insert the chapters. So what is our first condition that is to be checked? That we have to check here that whether my head is equal to null. If head is null means what? No book is inserted over there, and as there is no book, so we cannot include the chapters under that book. So if our head is equal to null, means there is no book node is created, then we have to say that there is no book, so we cannot create the chapters over there. Else means if head is not null, means something book is present over there, the name of book is present over there, then we are going to execute the else part. What else part says is, here in the else part we are asking how many chapters you want to insert. So there may be number of chapters like 2 or 3 or 5 or 6, so chapters count will be different. So we need to ask to the user that how many chapters he or she want to insert, and that choice we have taken in the variable n, right? So number of chapters is nothing but the n, and we have to start from 0 to that n, and we have to create every chapter under the book, okay? So the book will be remain same because on this single book we are including, so that under that book we are going to creating the different chapters. So for every chapter again we need to create the node. So again we are calling the create function over here, and I am calling that node will be T1. So T1 node is creating every time the chapter. For 0, like chapter 1 is created, then for loop completed, then chapter 2 is created, chapter 3 is created, until your number of chapters are created, we have to execute this for loop. So T1 node creates the chapter, then we are going to check whether the head node, we have to check if the head of flag is equal to 0, 0. So what is the meaning of flag is 0? Means that head node is not having any kind of chapters within it. Head node not created the chapter, or we can say under that book no chapters are included. The meaning of 0 is what? That head node is not created any kind of chapters in it. So we are saying if flag is equal to 0 of that head node, means what? No chapters are available under that head node. So whatever the chapter we are going to include, that will become the first chapter of that head node, right? So if such a condition is satisfied, then we have to say head of down. Head of down means as we have seen here. So under this head node, now we have to create the chapter. So which pointer I am using now? I am using the down pointer. I am not saying the next pointer, because we are not to we are not going to create the next book. We are creating the chapter under the book, and for under the book we have to use the down, right? So by using the down pointer, you can see here by using the down pointer I am assigning that T1 node to that down pointer, right? So head of down will get assigned the T1 pointer, and as we have assigned the chapter under that head node, now we have to set its flag to the 1 because the head node is now having a chapter within it, right? So that's why you can see that the head of that flag node I am assigning to the 1. Okay. After setting the flag to the 1 means we are mentioning over there that below of that created chapter node set flag of that head node as a 1. So for which I am setting the flag as a 1, not for that chapter. I am setting the flag of head node as a 1 because under the head node I am created the chapter. So head node flag will be set to 1. So here we are setting it to the 1. Now else part, else means that head of flag is already set to 1, means already some chapters are available over there. Now we are going to insert the next chapter. Okay. So first chapter is already available, for example, and we want to insert the second chapter. So in that case the flag of that head node will be 1 because already the chapter is available. So we are going to in the else part, and what we want to see in the else part, so in the else part here we have to see that flag is already set to 1, right? If flag is equal to 1 of that head node, then we are going to execute this else part. Now we are assigning that head node with, to one temp variable. So this head node that is the node of book name. Okay, so that node of book name, that head node, we are saying that is as a temp node, and we are moving to the temp of down. Okay, means we are moving towards the available chapters of that head node. So temp is equal to temp of down. Now that temp is moved to the down, and now we are going to check over there that while temp of next is equal to null, means whatever the number of chapters are available, until we are getting the null value of the next field, we are going to traverse that chapters. We are going to traverse that chapters, and whenever we are getting that null pointer, the next pointer will be null, means no further chapters are available. At that location we want to insert that, right? So here we have moved toward the down, means we have moved toward the chapters available. Then we are finding for the null pointer. Null pointer means we are traversing all the chapters, and at the last empty location we are going to insert the chapter. So find the down position to insert the chapter until next is equal to null, and then find the next of that temp. So we are moving towards the next, and once we get the null field, means this while condition get false, at that time we are assigning that node to that available temp of next. Once we are getting that next is equal to null, means no further chapters are available, then we are assigning that T1 to the temp variable. So how we are executing this? So you can see over here that initially we are having the head node, right? That head node I am calling it as a temp node. So this is head node is your book name. Now I am moving the forward, moving below to find out what? Here the name of book, here the name of chapter. So for example, if I am searching for the chapters to be inserted, and already some chapters are available over there, so I will call this head as a temp, then I will move that temp to the head of down. Head of down is, temp of down is this chapter, right? So now my temp is this first node. We'll check whether the next field of that first node is null. No, it is again having the next node. So I will move toward the next node. Now my temp is second node. Again I will check whether the next of this temp node is null. No, it is again having the next node. So again my temp is shifted to this, and we'll check whether the next field of this chapter is empty. Yes, it is null. So now insert that node over here. So we'll insert this temp node here now. We'll insert that temp node here. That chapter node T1, that is newly created node, we have to insert over there. So in this way we have to move down first, and then we have to search for the next pointer. So here you can see Initially we have done the temp of down, and then we are searching for the next field to be null so that we can insert the node. So in this way we have to work over there. Now after the chapters, what we have to insert? After the chapters we have to insert the sections, right? After the chapters we need to insert the sections. Now to insert the sections we are calling the function insert section, insert s, same of the written type void, and as it is the function of GLL, so we are using the scope resolution operator with the class name GLL, and in this way we are going to insert the section under the chapter. So it may happen that some chapters are having the sections, some of them are not having the sections likewise. So you can see that here in the first chapter we are not created any section, so its down pointer will be set to the null, and the next chapter, that is second chapter, is created with this section. So this is the section 1 of this second chapter, this is the section 2 of the same chapter, that is second chapter. Again for third chapter we have not created any kind of section. So likewise we have to create. So again, while we need to create the section, we have to check whether any book is available. If book is available, then only we can insert the section, right? So we'll check if my head node is equal to null, means no book is created, so we cannot include the sections over there. So we have to mention that there is no book is available. Else means if book is already inserted, head node is not null, the book is already inserted, then we have to move toward the else part. Else part is showing that we have to enter the chapter name under which we want to enter the section. Okay, means whatever the section I want to include, under which chapter I have to include, whether towards the chapter 1, chapter 2 or chapter 3 or whatever the number of chapters. So first you have to take the choice from the user about the chapters, under which chapter you want to enter the section, and that choice will be taken in the ch variable. After that we are assigning the head node as a temp. Okay, I am calling the head node as a temp node. This is your head node. Now head node we are calling it as a temp node. Then I am checking that temp of flag is equal to 0, means if the flag of that temp variable or a temp node or a head node is 0, means no chapters are available for that book, and as there is no chapters available, so we cannot have the sections under the chapter, because to include the section the chapter should be available, right? So as there is no chapters in the book, as its flag is 0, means no chapters are included, so we cannot assign the sections. Okay, else means the chapters are available under that head node, then we can assign the sections. So what we have to do, we have to move toward the chapters now, because my temp is at the head node now, and I have to move toward the down. Down means I will say the temp of down is equal to temp. Now this is my temp. The second level, that is the chapter, will be temp. So this node will be the temp node. Now I will check, while temp is not equal to null, the temp is not equal to null, I will search for the chapter name which is entered by the user, that is ch. Whatever the chapter choice is given by the user, whether that chapter is available, that we need to check in this linked list. So we have to going to check it, like check for the chapter name given in the ch. So we are going to compare with the name of chapter and that choice given by the user, and then we are going to find out that chapter by comparing that ch, means two strings we are going to compare, the name of the chapter and whatever the name is given by the user, that we are going to compare. And after finding the result, then we have to say that how many sections we want to create under that chapter. Once we find the chapter, then we have to say that how many sections we want to enter. So that choice will be taken as a n is nothing but number of sections for that chapter. Then we have to create the different section, like for I is equal to 0 to n, we have to include the section. So again we are going to create the node. So it is same like the book, number of it is same like the chapters. As the number of chapters we have created, same way we have to create the section. From for I is equal to n, we are creating one by one node. So we are creating the node T1. Then I am checking whether that chapter flag whether the flag of that chapter is 0 or it is 1. If it is 0 means no sections are included in the chapter. If it is 1 means already some sections are available under that chapter, right? So we have created the node. Now we'll check no section created under the temp. Temp means chapter. So temp is now my chapter node. So this second node is now temp because we have done the temp is equal to temp of down. So this is my temp variable. Now I will check if its flag is 0 means no sections are created, and if no sections are created then we have to assign the T1 node. So you can see that this is the head node. Initially my head node is temp. Now I have moved the temp is equal to temp of down. So this is my temp node now. This is my temp node. So initially if the flag is 0 means no sections are available. So in that case what I will do, I will assign the T1 node to that temp of down because already no sections are available over there. So we can directly assign it to the temp of down. That T1 will assign it, and we can set now that chapter flag as a 1 because under that chapter now section is included. So we can say the temp of flag is now set to 1. Temp is nothing but chapter node. Temp is nothing but chapter node. So I am setting its flag to the 1 means now the section is inserted under that chapter. And again we are saying T2 is equal to temp of down. Now we have to move that temp of down and we are calling them as a now T2. So as my temp is chapter variable, so what T2 shows now? T2 will shows us the section node. Temp shows the chapter node and T2 will show the section node. Right? Else means if the flag is already set to 1 means already sections are available, then what we have to do? Same as the chapters, we have to move toward the next sections until we are getting the null node, right? The null pointer we are getting until that we have to traverse that linked list of the sections, and once we are getting the null field, then we have to insert the node over there. So if already the sections are available, then what we are going to do? Here we are printing some symbols like star is printed means this was your first section. If hashes are printed means already there are number of sections are available. Okay. Now while T2 of next is not equal to null. T2 of next is not equal. So this is my T2. T2 is already created. When we have created the number of section at that time, the T2 is already created, right? So this is what T2, this is what the head node, that is the name of book. This is what the temp node, which is the name of chapters. This is what T2, that is nothing but the section nodes is given over here. So we have to traverse this linked list until we are getting the null point. So how we are going to say? T2 of next is not equal to null. Up to that we have to move toward the next pointer. So T2 of next. Now after this next is not null, so my T2 will be this second node. Now for the second node the pointer is null. So this while condition get false, and as we are getting the null pointer, then we have to insert the created node at this pointer. What is the created node? Initially we have created it as a T1. So I am assigning my newly created node, means that new section after this T2. After this T2 we are assigning my new node. So in this way we are assigning the node to the next section, right? So in this way we have to break this. So this will complete your else, this will complete your for loop, that is number of sections we have included, and we have to break that. After breaking means number of sections are included, then what we have to do? Then we are again assign our temp is equal to temp of next, means we need to search for the next chapter name if CH is not matched, means if this matching is not done, so we are not going to execute this for loop. So directly what we are going to do? We are search for the next temp, means if this chapter is not matched, then we are moving toward the next chapter, right? If matching is not done, then we will search for the next chapter, right? So this is what the end of while, this while loop we have included, right? Here the while loop, so we are ending our while loop here. Then this is the end of else part. So this is what the else, so that else is going to be end over here. Again the one more else we have defined, this else, then this is what the right? This is the one else, this is another else, first else, so that else again we are closing over here, and now here we are ending our function. Which function? Create section function. Same way we have to do for the subsection, same way, right? So initially we'll check for the head node is null or not, right? If it is null means no head is created, no book is created, so no need to insert the subsection. Else means head node is available, then we have to ask to the user under which chapter you want to create, okay, under which chapter you want to create the subsection. Once you are getting the choice of the chapter, then you have to set your head node as a temp node, then you have to check whether the chapter is available for that book name. Means if temp is equal to the temp of flag is 0, means no chapters are available under that book, so no need to insert the subsection. So there is no chapters available, so we cannot include. But if flag is not 0, means flag is 1, means else part, then we have to search for that chapter, whether that chapter is available in that case. So we'll move our temp to down now. So this chapter is now my temp variable, different nodes of chapter. So first node will be a temp node, and now we'll check up to the null, means we'll traverse this whole linked list to search whether the name of chapter given by the user and the chapter's name available in the linked list are matching. If we are getting the match between the chapter that the user want to search, then we have to ask to the user, now under this chapter, under which section you want to enter the subsection. So this one more thing is added over here. Now we have to take the choice of subsection from the user. So again we are going to take the choice in the ch variable, and we are going to ask to that user enter the name of section, and again we'll check the flag of that chapter is 0. If the flag of chapter is 0, means what? The chapter is not having any section. So as there is no section, so we cannot include the subsection. So if the flag of that chapter is nothing but the temp variable, you can see here the chapter is temp variable, so there is no sections are available. But else means if your flag of chapter is 1, means the chapter is having the sections, then we need to again search for my section name. So how I am going to search? Now again we are moving our temp to the temp of down. Now my temp is now showing the section. Before this my temp is showing the chapter. Now as I am moving, temp is equal to temp of down, means for that particular chapter I am moving down, means I am moving the section towards the section of that chapter, right? So temp is now showing the sections. So you can see for the chapter C1, okay, see this is what the book B. For that we are having the two chapters, C1 and C2. The chapter C1 is having its flag as a 1, means chapter C1 is having some section. Chapter C2 is having its flag as a 0 because it is not having any section, right? So under the C1, now we are move the temp variable towards the down. As my temp variable is towards the down, means temp is showing the section. Now I will check whether that section is having a flag of 0 or it is having the flag 1, right? So before that we have to search for the section name, whatever the section entered by the user, whether that section is available in this linked list. So how we are going to find out that? We have to ask for the section name, and we have to compare that name of section given by user with the temp of name. Now temp is my section linked list, right? So we are comparing that, and once if we found out the name of section available, then we have to ask the user that how many subsection you want to enter, right? How many subsection you want to enter. So we are asking the number of subsection. Again we are going to use the for loop here to add that number of subsections. So every time we are creating the node, and now I am checking whether that temp of flag is 0, means already some subsections are available or not. If it is 0, means no subsection is available, and at that point, means at the temp of down, I have to assign my new node, right? And at the same time I will make the section flag as a 1, not the subsection flag. I am making the section flag as a 1 because under the section subsection is available, right? So section flag will becomes 1. So you can see that now for the section 1 I have inserted the new node T1 initially its flag is 0, right? So this if condition is true, initially the flag is 0, so no section is available. So I am assigning that T1 to the temp of down. So temp of down, D is nothing but down, N is nothing but next. So temp of down, I am assigning the T1 node. You can see that the T1 node is assigned over here. At the same time, I am making its flag as a 1. So temp of flag is now 1 because that section is now available with the subsection also. And whatever the newly node is assigned to that temp node, call it as a T2. So while I will traverse my section linked list, so I will traverse with the help of T2. While I will traverse my section linked list, then I will traverse it with the temp variable, right? Now else means already the subsections are available over there. Then what we have to do? We have to find out traverse the whole subsection link until we are getting the next field as a null, right? So we are going to traverse this T2 until we are getting the next field as a null. So here after the subsection 1, subsection 2, after that we are getting the null pointer of the next field, right? Because this next is associated with the next node. This next is associated with the null. And once we are getting such a thing, for example, consider this scenario. The subsection is already available. So the next pointer, now I am getting it as a null pointer. So I will assign the T1 node after this SS of next. So this T2 of next will contain the T1 node. Once I am getting this as a null pointer for this T2 node. So I will assign my newly created node, that is T1, to the T2 of next. So this is what the T2 of next, and here I am putting my T1 node, right? So T1 node is get assigned over here, and with that we have to make the next field of this as a null, as well as the down field also make it as a null, because no down is available for this, right? So in this way we are doing, and same way we are breaking this. Once we have inserted all the nodes, we need to break it. If we are not matched with the section name, then we have to traverse for the next section. So we will say as section we are traversing with temp, so we have to make it as a temp of next, right? As we have to traverse the chapters we are initially traversing with the next field, right? Here the temp. So temp of next is traverse with the chapters. So here we are traversing for the chapter name. Here we are traversing for the section name. If the section is not matched, here we are traversing for the chapter name to find out the chapter is matching or not, and here we have to close our function. So in this way we have seen this insertion of the different nodes like a book, chapters, section, subsection. Now after this we have to display our tree. So how we are going to display that? Let's see. While displaying the book node, we are saying that we'll check if my head node is equal to null, so there is no book present, this message we are going to display. Else means if the book node is available, so what I will do, I will assign it as a temp. Head node will becomes the temp node. Now I will print that name of book is temp of name. Whatever the name of book I have mentioned, I will print that, and then I will check whether that book is having any chapters available or not. How we are going to check that, whether the chapters are available or not? So by checking the flag, we will come to know whether the chapters are available or not. So if flag is 1 means chapters are available for that temp node. If flag is 0 means no chapters are available for the head node. So if the flag is 1 means, the chapter is available for that book, and then we have to move our temp to down now. Now temp is equal to temp of down, so you can see that the chapter linked list is now shown by the temp, right? So temp is showing the chapters. Now while temp is not equal to null means our chapter linked list is not goes to the null, up to that I have to print every name of chapter. So name of chapter, and we are printing the name of that temp node. So initially temp will print the C1, then it will print C2 likewise, and once it will found that its next field as a null, then it will stop, right? So T1, the name of chapter, we are assigning that temp as a T1. So now T1 will show your chapter list. Now we'll check whatever the flag of T1 is flag of T1, that is nothing but the flag of chapter, is 1 or 0. If the flag of any chapter is 1, means that chapter is having the sections, right? So if T1 is having its flag as a 1, means the section is available, then we have to move that T1 to down. Okay, now T1 is showing the section. Now T1 is showing the section. You can see that the temp head is showing the book, temp will show the chapters, now T1 will show the sections. Okay, now T1 is going to be find out the different sections, and how we are going to find out. So I will traverse the whole linked list of the section until we are getting the null pointer. So until T1 is not equal to null, you have to print every section under that chapter, the name of section and the name of that node, T1 of name. So every time we are printing the name of section. But if that section is also available with the subsection, so we need to check with the flag, whatever the flag of that node. So initially, suppose the T1 is S1, right, section 1. So we'll print the name of section 1, and at the same time we'll check whatever the flag of T1. T1 flag is 0, means no subsection is available for this section 1. Now traverse toward the next section. So I will come to the section number 2. Now my T1 is S2. So we'll check, we'll print the S2, and at that time we'll check whatever the flag of S2. So the flag of S2 is 1, means subsections are available for this second section, right? So we have to move down this T1. But to traverse the section we are requiring the name T1. So what I will do, I will call this T1 as T2. So you can see that T2 is assigned to this T1, and now we are moving this T2 of down here, right? So we'll check T2 of down is T2 of flag is 1, yes, then we have to move that T2 of down towards the T2. Now T2 of down is this node, so this node is showing the T2 now. So how we are traversing? The book node with the head, chapters node with the temp, section nodes with the T1, and the subsection nodes will get traversed by using the T2, right? So now we'll check until the T2 is not equal to null. You have to print out all the subsections available within it until you are finding the null, right? So until that you have to find out T2 of next, and once you are getting your T2 as a null, then you have to stop this while loop. Then you have to move toward the T1 of next, means once the subsection of the chapter S2 is finished, then move toward the next chapter if it is available. Then go to the next section for their subsection if any. Then temp will be moved. Now temp is showing the chapter, T1 is showing the section, right? So T1 is equal to T1 of next is nothing but you are moving toward the next section. Now temp is equal to temp of next means once the subsection of any chapter is completed, now move toward the next chapter, right? So C1 is completed with S1, S2, S2 is completed with SS1. Now after the completion of chapter 1, you have to move towards the chapter 2, right? So here we are going to move toward the chapter number 2, right? Temp is equal to temp of next. So go to the next chapter for their section or subsection if any, and in this way we are moving towards the next chapter. We no need to move toward the next book, because as we are considering it as a root node, so there is only single root is available in the tree, right? So single book will be available. So with this we have finished this. So here you can see that how we are doing this. The head node is the book node, its flag is set to 1 means this book is available with some chapters. So chapters we are asking C1, C2, C3. So the 3 chapters are there, and we are accessing this chapter by using what? Temp. Book is accessed by using the head. This linked list of chapter will get accessed by the temp, right? So C1 of flag, the flag of this C1 as a 1 means this chapter is having some sections, right? So that's why its flag is 0. The flag of C2 is 0 because this chapter is not having any section. The flag of C3 means third chapter is having its flag as a 1 means it will have some sections under it, right? So C1 will have the section 1.1 under this C1, right? So we are traversing this section linked list by using T1, right? This section linked list we are accessing by using T1. The flag of section is set to the 1 means it will have some subsection, right? So as the S1.1 is having its flag as a 1, means there are different subsections are available. And how we are going to access this linked list of subsection? Subsection 1.1, subsection 1.2, subsection 1.3. How we are going to access that? By using the T2. So these are the different steps: head for a book, temp for a chapter, T1 for a section, T2 for a subsection. Same way, chapter number 3 is also having their different flags, right? So section 3.1 is having their flag as a 0, so no subsection under the section 3.1. But section 3.2 is having its flag as a 1, means it is having some subsections under it. So in this way we are going to create our book scenario, right? So for example, your DSA book is there. So for the DSA we are having the 2 chapters, hashing and trees. Under the hashing you are having the chapter section collision resolution, and you can see the collision resolution is section under that chapter, and for that you are having the different subsections, right? This is what your DSA book name, this is what the chapter name, this is what the section name, collision resolution and open hashing, right? The collision resolution technique, you are having 2 subsections, right? Open hashing and close hashing. The collision resolution is having open hashing and close hashing. Whatever the next chapter is available for that hashing, that is the hash function. Whatever the next chapter is available for this, hash type. So how many chapters are under the hashing? 3. Collision resolution, hash function and hash type. What are the subsection are available? What are the subsections are available? Open hashing and the closed hashing. These are the 2 subsection for the section collision resolution. For the hash function there is no subsection, and the division method is a subsection for the section hash types, right? Same for the tree. Tree is the chapter. Now tree is having their section as a types and the threaded binary tree. There are the 2 sections of the trees, and the section types again having their subsection as a general tree or a binary tree. So in this way we can create the book over there, right? So let's start for the execution of this program. So we are going to execute this, right? So we are going to execute it on the online compiler. Okay, on the online compiler we are going to execute it. So this is my program. So I will copy this program. We have to copy this and paste this program over there. Up to this we have to copy, and here we need to paste it. Okay, so once we have completed, then we have to execute it as a run. Okay, so I will click on the run. So your program is compiling. Yeah, it's displayed now. So here enter your choice. So you have to enter the choice. Okay, so what is the choice that you have to enter? For example, 1. Enter the name. Which name? 1 is insert book. So you have to insert the name of book. So for example, the DSA is the name of book. Then you have to insert the chapter under that book. Okay, so we have to insert the chapter under the DSA. So which are the chapter? For example, the hashing, and the one more chapter is tree. Okay, so I will say my choice is 2. I want to enter the chapters. So how many chapters you want to insert? For example, I want to insert the 2 chapters. So enter the name of that chapter. So I must say the first name is hashing. Hashing is the name. and the second name of the chapter is trees. Okay. Now, do you want to enter the section under any chapter? So say yes. My choice is 3. Now enter the name of chapter on which you want to enter the section. So under which chapter we want to enter the section? Now for example, suppose under the chapter tree, I want to include the types. Okay, under the chapter tree. So name of chapter is trees. Okay. Now how many sections we want to enter under that chapter, under the trees? For example, 2 sections. Okay, I want to enter the 2 sections under my chapter trees. What are the name of that 2 section? The name of section, one is types, means the tree types. Okay, one is types. So we have entered the name of the first section as a types, and as it is the first section, it is printing the star. Now we are going to include the second section, and second section will print the hash, right? So for example, this is what the first section, and the second section is threaded binary tree, that is TBT. Okay, so in this way we have done. Same way for the chapter number. Now do you if you want to enter the subsection, for example, I want to enter the subsection for the same name as a types. So I will give the choice as a 4, and I want to enter the subsection under the trees chapter. Okay, so enter the name of the chapter. So name of chapter is trees. Okay. After that, under which section we want to enter the subsection. So I must say under the types, I want to enter the subsection. So how many subsections you want to enter? Again I will say 2 subsections I want to enter. The 2 types of the tree, I will say general tree and binary tree. General tree and binary tree. Okay, now I want to display it. So I will say my choice is 5. So you can see now the name of book is DSA. The name of chapters, 2 chapters we have included, hashing and trees. Hashing is not having any sections and the subsection because we have not included in. In the trees chapter, we have included the 2 sections, type of the tree and the threaded binary tree. In the types of the tree, we have included the 2 subsection like general tree and the binary tree. Right? Now again I want to insert some sections and the subsection under hashing, for example. Okay. So what I will do is I will insert it. So for inserting the section under the chapter hashing, right? So for inserting the section, I have to give the choice 3. Under name of chapter, the name of chapter is hashing. Hashing is the name of chapter. Now how many sections you want to enter? For example, I want to enter the section 1 only. Only 1 section I want to enter. One section. We have to enter the name of that. So I will say the collision resolution. Okay, collision resolution is the name of that section. I will put the short form collision resolution. Okay. Collision resolution. Okay? This is the collision resolution. Or we have to put the full name. Collision resolution. Now enter the it's going now. Some incorrect value we have entered, so we need to stop it. So here we have included the collision resolution as a section. Now I want to include the subsection under this. Okay, for the subsection, choice is 4. Now enter the name of chapter is hashing. Okay. Name of chapter hashing. Now enter the name of section under which we are doing it. The name of section is just created, that is collision. Collision resolution. Now how many subsections you want to enter? For example 2. Open hashing, open hashing, another is closed hashing. Now I want to display this whole book, so I will give the choice as a 5 for displaying the book, and here is book. So we can see that the name of the book is DSA, the name of chapter is, 2 chapters are there like hashing and the trees. What are the name of section available in hashing? Collision resolution. There are again 2 subsection, open hashing, closed hashing. Again for the second chapter trees, we have created the another 2 section, types and threaded binary tree, and again under the types we are having the subsection general and binary tree. So the section TBT is not having any kind of the subsection over there, right? So in this way we can add another chapters also. For example, if we want to add the chapter, that is we want to give the choice as a 2, and the next how many chapters you want to insert? Only 1, and the name of chapter is now graph. And if I want to display that, for displaying we have to give the choice as a 5. So you can see that again one more chapter is included, that is nothing but graph, right, under the book DSA. So in this way we have to work over there, right? Now for example, if there is no book is included and still we are running it for the chapters, so let's see what it say. If I am giving the choice as a 2, so it will say there is no book, so you cannot insert the chapters, right? For example, now I will insert the book. Name of book is now DSA. And if I want to directly insert the section, so let's see what happened for the section, the 3. So you have to enter the name of chapter on which you want to enter the section, right? So if I will say the chapter name is tree, the chapter name is tree, for example. So what will be there? A message, there are no chapters on this book, right? So no chapters are included, so we cannot enter the sections over here. So this was the direct message that as we have not created any chapters, so we cannot have the sections over there, right? So in this way this program is working fine, and whatever the title is given, that title is totally satisfied. So with this we'll stop here, and with this library. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.